Hello everyone. Today we're going to be looking at general shop safety. The general shop safety covers everything that has to do with the overall safety of the wood shop. This isn't on any specific tool or machine. This is just the overall safety of the shop. After I go through the presentation, you guys are going to have to take a safety assessment, and you do need to pass that before we can work in the shop once we're back at school. Let's get started. Looking at apparel. Apparel is anything that you wear, primarily clothing. Uh, when you're wearing long sleeves, you always want to make sure you have your sleeves rolled up above your elbows. We don't want any loose articles of clothing getting caught in any of the moving parts of the machines. Always tuck in your sweatshirt ties before you begin work. So if you're wearing a hooded sweatshirt, it's always a good idea to tuck the drawstrings in on your sweatshirt. Again, so we don't have anything getting caught. Always wear a shop apron to protect clothes from paint and stains. So anytime we're doing any staining or painting in class, it's a good idea to wear the shop aprons that I will provide to you. Most importantly, safety glasses must be worn at all times. So everyone will have a numbered pair of safety glasses that get kept in the wood shop. I do have a cabinet that'll sanitize the glasses after each class, but anytime you're in the shop and we're working, safety glasses do need to be worn. Always remove all jewelry that can get caught in machines, so that would be any loose necklaces or bracelets. And no open-toed shoes, such as sandals or flip-flops. We don't want any tools or lumber falling onto your feet, so always make sure you're wearing a closed-toed shoe. Shop conduct. Only one person within the safety zone lines unless given permission by the teacher. The safety zone lines are yellow spray-painted lines that are around each machine that we have in the shop. Only one person, which is the operator of that machine, should be within those safety zone lines when that machine is running, unless, of course, you do have permission to help somebody out. Students will not use machines until safety for each machine is discussed by the teacher. That's what we're going to be going over the next couple days of class. A demonstration has been given, so before I allow you to work, I will show you how to properly operate that piece of equipment. And students have passed the safety test, which is, again, what we're doing over the next few class periods here. Power tools should not be used when the teacher is not in the classroom. So if I'm ever absent and there's a substitute, I will have an alternative assignment for you guys to work on. Persons with physical problems are not allowed to use power tools. So if you ever maybe have like a cast or something on your arm or your hand, we would have to have you partner up with someone because it would not be safe for you to operate the equipment if you don't have, obviously, the full control of your hands. You are responsible for turning machines on and off when finished. I will show you how to properly start and stop all the machines that we have before we start working. Clowning, pushing, running, and throwing things are dangerous and not allowed, and all work done in class must have teacher approval. Personal safety. If there's ever a fire alarm, stop working, turn off the machine, and line up at the back door. The back of the wood shop, there are a set of doors that lead us outside. That is the doors we exit during a fire drill. If you feel sick, please report it to the teacher. If you're ever not feeling well, you need to sit out for one day, just make sure you let me know. We can arrange that. All accidents or injuries must be reported to the teacher. Even if you feel like it's something very minor, please report it. I do have to document all accidents and injuries. Only the person using the machine and the teacher are allowed in the safety zone lines. I just discussed that. That's those yellow spray painted lines that we have around the shop. Never distract any person using any machine for obvious reasons. We need to make sure you're focused on what it is that you're doing. Never turn off the lights or main power in the shop. Like many of the classrooms that we have at the school, there are no windows. The wood shop is no different. So if the lights were to turn off, it could be super dangerous if people are operating any of the machines or equipment that we have. A few more things on personal safety. You are never forced to use any power tool or machine. Get help from the teacher if you're in doubt about how to use any tools or equipment. If you're ever not comfortable with something, I can always help you out. We can always partner you up with someone. Always carry sharp tools with the pointer edge down. Keep scraps off the floor and put in the scrap boxes. Next to every machine in the shop, there's a bin for you to put all your scraps in that you don't need. Do not throw them on the floor. People could trip, people could slip and fall. Always keep tools off machines to prevent vibration from drawing them into moving parts. When a lot of our equipment's running, it does vibrate. We don't want to put any tools on the work tables because that could obviously damage the equipment. It could also damage the tool. Remove scraps from your table with a brush, not your hand. There are bench brushes hanging on all the workbenches. Always keep your hands off to the side or behind the cutting edge of any tool. So it's always important to always have your hands off to the side, never in front of the cutting edge. Always get help lifting heavy objects. Nothing should be hung on fire extinguishers, and the area around them needs to stay clear. That is a fire code. Dry your hands before using electric outlets. Never use the air hose without the teacher's permission. So we do have some air tools, air nailers, and then impact wrenches and things like that that run off of air. I will show you how to properly use that. Always use caution and common sense when using any tool or machine. Tell the teacher if you see anyone not following safety rules. Always hand tools to someone, never throw them. As for tools and materials, always put tools in the middle of the table, not on the edge. You don't want anything to fall and break. All tools need to be assembled when returning them to the tool cabinet. We do have a big tool cabinet. Everything is labeled. Always use all tools correctly and carefully. I will demonstrate how to use all tools and equipment prior to us beginning work. Any tool with loose parts should be reported to the teacher. Report any damage to tools or machines immediately, and return tools to their proper place when finished. Again, we have a tool cabinet. Everything has a label and a proper spot where it is stored. As for the general safety test, you do need to score 100% on the test in order to pass. If you don't get 100% on the test, yes, you do have to retake it. There are 15 questions, so to get 100%, you need to get a 15 out of 15. Just to quickly show you where that test is found, you go to our Schoology page. Underneath materials, you need to review it. And I also have the general safety test right underneath there. Again, 15 out of 15 in order to pass. If you have any questions, feel free to connect with me on Zoom, or you can always send me an email. I will see you guys in the next class.